Hey everyone, it's the Patient Hodler coming at you with another video, and in this one I just want to go over some Ecomi Veve news with you guys in a quick video, and I think those are really interesting and some of them you might not have heard about until now. But before we start, please keep in mind that I'm a crypto and NFT investor and not a financial advisor. So please do your own research before you ape into Ecomi or the Veve collectibles. Also, if you enjoy this type of content, please consider dropping a like, subscribe to my channel, and let me know what you think about Ecomi and the Veve collectibles, and especially those news, in the comments below. Now, with that out of the way, let's get started. So the first one has been tweeted yesterday by the Ecomi team, and that is that you can now buy the OMI token with your Coinbase browser extension. So in my opinion, this is great news, because if more people have more ways to buy the OMI token, that is long-term bullish for the OMI token. And also, if it's the Coinbase browser extension, that could give us at least a little hint that it might be someday on Coinbase. So overall, good news, bullish news, but it's not the biggest one or the most interesting one that I wanted to discuss in today's video. So one of my favorite things is to see where the people from the Veve team are commenting on. So I have notifications active for some of the Veve stuff. And David Yu, we all know, he's tweeting like crazy with all the skulls and the heart. And I have put on my Twitter channel a little theory what it could mean. Other people think it's the Punisher. If you want to find out what it is, go to my Twitter channel, it's pinned, and also follow me on Twitter. But what I've seen is that the Render project, which is a project about shared GPU for rendering, augmented reality rendering, and so on, they put out a big video where they presented the AR rendering functionalities and so on. And someone has watched the video and then immediately thought about Veve and them partnering up with Render. And they tagged David Yu, they tagged Veve below that on Twitter, and basically said, man, I wish they would partner with Veve. And then someone of the Render team, actually with blue checkmark and so on, commented, we tried. And then David Yu answered to that one, yes, they tried, but we weren't ready yet. So first of all, we can deduct from that they have contact to Render probably, or had contact. Secondly, they have all these infrastructural milestones with MTL and cash out and OMI to NFT in the back of their heads, but not being ready yet means we could be ready in the future. Also, we don't know if there's not any other partnerships going on in that direction, but it was just interesting to see that David Yu is just point blank honest about we were not ready at this point, but he also didn't say no, it's not the right project for us to partner with. So Render is a crypto project, they have their own token, and apparently this is about GPU sharing to be able to render stuff in the foreseeable future for AR, VR, metaverse, and so on. So I'm not too deep in Render, but if you guys would be interested in learning more, I will dive into the project or dig into the project, make myself familiar. Just let me know in the comments below if you really want to know about this, or say, okay, superficial info is enough. Now with that said, let's go or jump right to the next one, and that is the already cited Forbes article about NFT winter and how deep NFTs have apparently fallen. That has come out in a couple of last days. I think it's already some days old. And in the article, they were claiming that the app revenue of Veve was 90% down from their all-time highs. And that called to the battlefield the Veve and Ecomi army in the person of Pudding Cheeks, who immediately put out some proof, some data of in-app revenue, and actually showing that in-app revenue has only decreased by 38%. And I don't know how much the previous gem exploit is also contributing to that decline, but what we have seen is that in the past 7 days from the time of that data, actually there have been another 3 million gems being loaded to the app. And so this article seems to be spreading some FUD, some even wrong data, but that's not the point. What the point really is for me, and this is super interesting, I was made aware of this by Frank from Veveversum, a German YouTuber, is if you look at the headline, it says OpenSea, Veve, other NFT apps, NFT winter. So there's no word about HRO, Recur, Bored Ape Yacht Club, CryptoPunks, Wax, Solamas, Baby Doge Whale, I don't know what NFTs in that headline. There are only 2 big marketplaces mentioned in that headline, and those are OpenSea and Veve and other crypto apps. So this FUD headline should be actually bullish for us as Ecomi Veve investors, because it shows that on a Forbes, this is where they're looking at right now. And why are they looking at this? Probably because of all the big brands and licensors that Ecomi and Veve has on this app. So there is the Disney, and Forbes is obviously following those projects that are able to attract licensors like the Disneys with the Star Wars and Marvel brands of this world, the DCs, the USPS, the Aston Martins, and so on. So you just take a look on the app and make yourself familiar if you aren't yet, because this is big in my opinion. So for me, looking at that and the headline saying everything is 90% down, that's big news, because Veve is mentioned there with OpenSea. Yeah, and you could say now, okay, patient hodler always finding something positive in the bad news, but let's try to look at the glass half full. There are better times to come, I'm sure, I'm certain of it. And yeah, so with that said, let's wrap it up. So we have Coinbase browser extension coming up to buy OMI. We have the David Yu commenting about AR and VR rendering for the future. So this is something that they are thinking about. And we have Forbes talking about OpenSea and Veve in the headline, and some other projects also in the article, but in the headline only this. So overall, we have some good news in bad days. I've made 2 videos before, Chilies and Terra, and if you're interested in that, check those videos out as well. Let me know what's currently interesting you. What do you think about Ecomi, Veve in the comments below? And yeah, wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon, and see you in the next video.